pathetic. Sacrifice is the only path to survival. This ends now. You will burn. So, at the eve of the end, the demon of Hatzoatl has finally come for me. Simple. This ends now. You will burn. I can't give up. I must save my people.
You know why we're here! It happened! It cannot be stopped!
No, I will succeed.
Then you've abandoned all reason.
I've been preparing for you for years.
No honor!
How foolish.
Not yet!
I cannot let my efforts be in vain. Burn to ash, demon of Hatzoatl. Let me show you what true intellect looks like.
No honor!
You think you can run? Face the might of the mind! You think you can stand in my way? I will burn you alive. The destruction at Hatzoatl will be repaid 1,000-fold. I cannot let my efforts be in vain. Nothing will stand in my way! Fatal ambition! This is not over yet. Burn to ash, demon of Hatzoatl! No! Do not fail me. Not now.
Hi, this is Bay here. This is the end of day 1 in SSF. As predicted, this is end of Act 3. We're going to Act 4 probably tomorrow.
Stay here and die?
Time played is about 10 hours. Not too bad, considering it's SSF, right? Fun part about this is actually figuring out how to itemize and... Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's nothing. The fun part is trying to itemize to deal with the problems. Especially not having damage, especially my res is actually not too bad, to be honest. So one of the first few things I decided on is I want to do a Holopalm character. So Holopalm Locust is really good scaling, super early, especially in for clear. So what happens is that you're gonna drop the the Locust and you're gonna blow it up, right? They're kind of primarily, if you want to do just pure unarmed, it will be Locust into Ice Strike. But then I found this crossbow. It looked pretty good, so I decided to give it a shot. It has a proc that does damage. It also does kind of good clear with galvanic shards, so that's kind of what I've been using for clear. So I will drop this and then I will shoot it. Usually it will chain from this and then hit mobs, which has an AoE, and then it blows up the thing, and then I clear really fast. So that's why the clear's been pretty nice ever since I got this. Single target, I can pretty much get by with Ice Strike. I died the first time because I thought maybe I would just use pure galvanic shards and locust, but it was enough damage for the first phase. In the second phase, Ice Strike does good damage, but it got to a point where I started running out of mana. And when I run out of mana, there's not much else I can do. If I wanted to continue, I could auto attack with staffs, but it doesn't make much sense. So I swapped to Galvanic and Locust, because these two to combine cost absolutely 0 mana to operate, right? Just look at this. The great thing about Crossbow is like you don't use almost any mana. So yeah. And then if I hit, it will chain off the boss, there will be AoE, and then it procs the explosion. So Locust is still doing the damage. Galvanic is just the way to proc it, yeah. Anyway, so in the couple of interesting finds I got this unique. I also managed to drop this, I think, in Act 2 or something. Is it Act 2? I level 32. Yeah. Eh? Yeah, Act 2. I think I dropped this off Jamunra. So the Act 2 boss. But that was like kind of the only lucky drop. The rest of it has just been like decent RNG. Got +1 melee gems for the local scaling. Got pretty decent res bases, spammed exalts and all that. Pick up stuff as I go, transmute aug and regal if I can. I'm actually running out of regals. Most of the time I have like overabundance of these two and very few regals. Exalts are also dropping pretty well from Abyss, and because this build clears pretty nicely, Abyss is, you know, stuff I can do, right? I can go to the map and just clear the Abyss and get drops from there. So I think that's kind of going to be my goal for now, to keep pushing all the way to maps. Final end state of this is I really want to run Poison Burst. So far I've done both labs pretty easily. I'm going only these right now just because I'm using crossbows. But the moment I get Poison Burst, a decent bow, I run to Acid Flask and probably like 6 points, or Acid Flask and Enduring Elixir. And then that should be enough DPS to push me into maps. That's if I find a good Fizz bow. I think that's not likely. The other thing I'm also gunning for is, if I can't find a good Fizz bow, the other alternative is to get Plague Finger gloves. I've been trying to gamble for them. No chance, unfortunately. If I get Plague Finger gloves, I can just run an Ellie bow and still be fine, because Ellie bow can still poison. But yeah, it's not happening. So yeah, in the meantime, Tree is relatively similar to Poison Burst. You can just unspec some nodes and get poison nodes, and I should be fine. But yeah, all in all, pretty smooth start for SSF. Fresh start. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Hope to see you guys around. Oh yeah, maybe links. Links are pretty straightforward. I think like the great thing about how overabundance of support gems, as well as like elemental armament and attunement, is basically just going to give you free power right off the bat. So your links are just going to give you a lot of damage, and as long as you know what you're doing, you should be fine. I'm running Hero Thunder and Hero Ice because Galvanic procs shock. I have shock from this as well, and then Hero Ice is because Locust pretty much procs a freeze. The great thing about Locust too with the links is you run Locust with Crystalline Shards as well as Ice Bite. It almost always freezes, right? So that gives you pretty much Ice Bite bonus while doing clearing, and then yeah, just this for extra damage. This is for like Impale. Yeah. Alright, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys, I'm out. Bye.